Hi, Andrew here at Sea Run Fly and Tackle. I'm going to show you guys how to set up a really quick and effective strike indicator rig for fishing in rivers. So this is a little bit more specific to river fishing technique. I'll use it when I'm fishing nymphs or egg patterns in the river, so that works very well. My favorite strike indicator to use for this sort of a river fishing rig is a airlock foam indicator. These airlock foam indicators, they lock in place really nicely on your line without kinking or damaging it. They're very buoyant, so they hold a lot of weight if you need them to. That's handy because you're going to fish a beadhead nymph or a little bit of split shot on your leader line. They're very easy to see, and they're lightweight. They cast really well too, so it kind of gives you everything you need out of a strike indicator. I'll show you how you set these up. Quite easy to do, and I'll show you what you need to do it. So first of all, I like to use these Rio indicator tapered leaders, 10-foot length. They come in different strengths. We'll say 6.5 pound, for example, for trout fishing is great. You'll need your airlock strike indicator. I like to have a very small split shot selection. Angler Image, the big water split shot. They say big water, but they're quite tiny. Give you enough weight that you can still fly cast, but they sink your fly really well. And little Maruto diamond eye swivels work very well just to connect your tapered leader to a little bit of tippet. So we have the 10-foot tapered leader, and I probably put about 2 feet of tippet. The tippet will be a matching diameter. They're both 4x or 6.4 pound test diameter. So here's my tapered leader. Here's my airlock strike indicator. I'm going to just show you how to set this airlock strike indicator up onto the leader. So real simple. All we got to do is just unscrew this little piece at the top. We have a groove that runs through the center. And there's a little rubber gasket underneath. So you want to make sure that little rubber gasket's just sitting at the bottom. We can run our line and show you there right through the center. And then we're going to take this and we're going to lock it back down. Now if I twist that nice and tight, that locks the indicator in place there. Alright, and it's not kinking or damaging the line at all, which is great. Now if I want to adjust my depth, easy enough to do. You don't have to unscrew it all the way. Just unscrew it a little bit. And then we can slide that to wherever we need it to go. So I'll just lock that back in place here. There it is. Okay, and now I'm going to just grab one of these really small Maruto diamond eye swivels. We're going to thread that front of the tapered leader through. We'll use a improved clinch knot to tie that tapered leader onto the diamond eye swivel. Pull that tight. Trim off the little bit of a tag end. I always like to leave a bit of a tag there just in case there's any slippage in the knot. That keeps it secure. Alright, and then I have a very, very small split shot. Alright, that gives me a bit of weight. That's going to send that fly down deeper. It's going to slow my drift down in the current. Almost acts as a little bit of an anchor. Let's see if I can get that on the line here. Pliers, pinch that in place. And I always like to put the split shot on the main leader line. That way if it slips at all, it bumps into that swivel and it doesn't go all the way down to my fly. So in front of this, on the other end of the diamond eye swivel, I'm going to tie in about 2 feet of tippet line. The tippet strength will match what the end of my tapered leader was, so 6.4 pounds in this case, which is to me ideal for river trout fishing. So again, just using an improved clinch knot to tie that on, trim off the tag, leave a little bit there just for security. So we have about 2 feet of tippet. And I got a nice little wired stonefly nymph, which has a bit of weight on it already. That's tied on a little jig hook. Works really, really well in the river under a strike indicator. And And we can tie that on again using an improved clinch knot. You can use a loop knot. Get that in place. Lock it in there. Trim the tag end down a bit. Make sure the barb's pinched. These hooks are already barbless. That's good to go. So here we have our main leader line with our strike indicator, our split shot, diamond eye swivel, tippet line, and a nice heavy jig hook fly on the end. You can use any sort of bead head stonefly nymph. You can use a egg pattern, a trout bead this way. And if I want to fish this a little bit deeper, I can adjust my depth. I can just loosen that, slide that airlock indicator and lock it back in place and fish it as deep as I need to. These things are so buoyant. They sit really nice and high on the surface of the water. They're super easy to see, and you can use quite a bit of weight, and they don't want to pull under, which is nice. They cast like crazy. Really the nicest way to go for a river strike indicator system. So that's super effective, easy enough to put together. I like to fish that in the river. So if you guys like this, you'll feel free to like and subscribe to our channel. We have lots more videos on there. How to rig strike indicators for lake fishing, river fishing, anything you can name. It's coming, or it's already on there. So go ahead, give us a like, and good luck out there on the water with your river strike indicator rig.